Okay. Who? Dan double you. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands at my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, happy Monday to you all. That's right, we are here live on a Monday to recap the Marvel Legends live stream, which, to be honest, I think was pretty good. So, of course, we're going to break it all down, but I cannot do it on my own. And can we just please, rise in the chat? Can we have the clapping emojis ready? Never doubt this man, all right? We call him the source for a reason. You heard it here on this channel first. It is, of course, Rich M. Rich, my friend, you were right the whole time. You were right the whole time.
I just knew. The whole year just knew it. Knew it, Dan. Just knew it.
Are you the new Rectangular? His Rectangular should be shaking in his boots.
I'm sure Rectangular knew this as well. No, honestly, this was just a total stab in the dark based on that. The shirts we saw from Results, was it, or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it turned out we were right for once. Yay!
Yeah, so pretty, Rich we was just chatting before, and we're pretty confident that no one else in the community sort of nailed onto this in the same way we did. So yeah, and we showed the source as well. We showed why we thought this. We actually showed the website of the clothing store, and we thought this would be a decent summer program they could lean into. So we tried not to make it too obvious that we felt it was this, but this gives them open reign to do whatever they want, and that's exactly what we got today, as we got a nice spattering of Marvel characters. So before we get started, of course, we are going to recap live reactions of these reveals, and I say that because Rich has literally just finished work and he doesn't have a clue. He genuinely doesn't. So just you've seen two of them on Instagram. That's about it.
I've seen. I think Brandon or I think someone shared a post, and it was like a package Wolverine and Superior. I think it's Superior Spider-Man with the legs. So I've seen that, and that's all I've seen so far.
And to be fair,
I was just saying to Dan how many has been revealed and stuff.
Yeah, so 6 reveals, 7 if you include the tease, and the 2 that you have seen, Rich, are technically 2 that we have already sort of been leaked. Do you know, we talked about that Astonishing Wolverine already on the stream. We wasn't sure if it was genuine or not, but it turns out it is. And then the Spider-Man you're referring to was leaked on AliExpress, I think, as well. So those 2 reveals we actually thought were coming, but everything else was stuff we wanted to see, but until it's officially revealed, you never know these things. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
No Kitty Pryde in this wave?
I can confirm no Kitty Pryde.
Hey!
Yeah, no Kitty
Pryde. I will stay for the duration now, man.
They actually started off the stream by showing off the last pile of summer programs, starting off with the Marvel 10 years, Marvel Studios 10 year, and then they showed it working their way through in the same way that we've broke down on the channel, and they seem pretty confident that this year is the strongest, and based off what we've seen today, they've got an argument for that. Genuinely think this is a strong showing out of the gate. Now, of course, we're still yet to get these figures in hand, but from what they've shown today, so many more positives. The negatives are hardly there. They're nitpicks, if anything, but I do think it was a solid showing today. I have put a poll in the chat right now, so don't be shy. Get involved with the poll. Nearly 100 votes already. Quite simply says, what do you think of the day's Marvel Legend reveals? 3 options for you. Wow, fire reveals all in. So that's the one if you're getting everything. Second is, yeah, nice, I'll pick and choose, which I assume most people will. So far, Rich, this is how good today was. 92 votes, right? 0% with down with Hasbro terrible reveals. Not even the lurkers are hating today.
Oh, you're tempting fate by saying that now.
Someone's about to do it.
Gonna go up low.
But still, can we get to 100 votes? Can we get to 100 votes without that hitting? Which is, again, you know what the community are like. For the last year or so, any opportunity to bash on Marvel Legends, people jump on it. They make YouTube channels off it, for God's sake. So it is nice to see Hasbro. Look, over 100 votes now, and not a single vote with down for Hasbro. So I do think the general consensus from the community today will be positive. And again, we will discuss as we go through. But today's stream is in replacement of my Thursday stream, people, so you know what to expect. I'm thinking about doing Legend of the Liquor on Saturday this week as well. I know, crazy, but Sunday, Cov are playing Man U in the FA Cup semi-final, so we've got plans, and I forgot all about it. So I might have to do Legend of the Liquor on Saturday instead, but I will figure that out and get back to you. But yeah, be ready on Saturday evening. I might go crazy for a big special Legend of the Liquor extravaganza on Saturday, all right? But I'll talk about that again at the end. Also, for the very first time, the bonus show, the extra show that is usually for channel members, for today only, just to give people a little glimpse at what that is all about, is going to be public for everybody. So Dan Who Extra today is public for everybody to watch. Ooh. But if you want to be a guest on it, you still have to be at the Dan Who Deluxe tier. Usually we do that in private. That's where our secrets are shared. But today, I just want to show people what they're missing out on to try and encourage people to get involved. Because again, we're building a great community here, and we're always welcoming new faces. So let me go through the housekeeping first and foremost. As I said, that is what it's all about today. Hit that extra tier at the Who Crew Deluxe, and you can be on the show later today. Give us your thoughts and opinions on these Marvel Legend reveals. But let's go straight back to the top. Go and check out all the long form content on the channel. As I said, Legend of the Liquor this weekend is looking like it's going to be Saturday. That date would be Saturday the 20th. That would be the 4-year anniversary, I think. I keep saying 5, but Rich keeps telling me it's 4. So 4 years of Legend of the Liquor on the Saturday. Turtles and Tea and Joe's and Juice both have their own playlist on the channel. Go and check them out in your leisure. I have no doubts they will be back, as I'm expecting a massive turtle box of goodies tomorrow from our good friend Mike Heck. So yeah, and I know Tanner's already got some Punk Turtles on hand as well, so look out for those very soon. What else we got? There you go, Friday. If you want to let us know your thoughts about these reveals today, you want your opinion heard as well as contribute in the channel, wow, there's a way you can do that. It's Friday. Our Talking Robot Assistant, anything over £4 or $4 via the Streamlabs donation link in the description, or just the regular old super chat, which is at the bottom of the chat. See that $sign? Hit it and get involved with today's conversation. She will literally read out whatever you say. As we have learned, she's willing to say a hell of a lot of weird stuff as well. But shout out Friday, as always. If someone wants to check she's working for me, you know I always appreciate it. Let's go back to me and Rich. Let's go back to the chat. So just real quick, again, one niggly person out there's put down for Hasbro. We knew it was my own fault. It was probably Rich, wasn't it? It was probably Rich.
I haven't got my thing up, so okay, it was me.
Cool.
I'll make it 2% now.
STM Figures uses his channel membership token to say Ghost Rider and Superior Spider-Man are a must. I am sure lots of people are going to agree with that. Lots of people also giving you a round of applause, Rich, for getting the summer program correct. Queen Comics says,
if you guess like 100 things, one of them's going to be right at the end, isn't it?
Look, we've got a better track record than that. We're all good. Our guesses are never like plucked out of thin air. They're always based on our knowledge and what we know. So Queen Comics says, greetings, Dan. I just saw the reveals and with some exception of the Target exclusive, I will be carrying all of them at my comic shop. Home run Hasbro. So Queen Comics is very, very happy. Just scrolling up top real quick, a shout out to our Greek friend. He says, obviously I'm going to get them all, but in the next live stream I want to see the classic Punisher figure. If we see that, I'm going to be very happy. Yeah, no Punisher as of yet, but you know I've been championing a new Punisher for his anniversary this year. So we got the Fossil Mark Tac, Jamie Gitchard, Logan Dan's Toys, Damien, who had a pretty good prediction and got it bang on, so shout out Damien. Paul McCarthy says, evening Who Crew, what a wicked set of reveals earlier. My wallet is going to hate me. Paul, my wallet already does. My wallet tries to hide from me. I think it's Amanda hiding it from me, but she pretends it's not. So maybe my wallet's got legs. I don't know. Mikey Moonboy, it's Jay's Toy Collection UK. Jay has already had a whole live stream today, giving you his thoughts and opinions. I did jump in briefly, so shout out Jay. There's some more long form content for you to check out. Pixels and Plastic, Crescent Blue Zero, Kev's Collectibles, Hobby, Encountered Culture says, what a lineup with the reveals today. This is shaping up to be a great year for Marvel Legends. Yeah, so far Shit's all over 2023 is all I'm saying. Long gone at the plastic-free packaging era. Jason Lopez, the retweeting king. RJ says, I'm debating on the Wolverine or Superior Spider-Man, but the rest I'm all in for easy. Z-Man, Tanner, Cloud, Ashaholic, Phoenix. Lady Mac, of course, is in the building clapping for Rich. Mikey Moonboots. STM Figures, as we already said. Greg, California Red Devil says, clicked all in, although I'm not sure if I'm getting that Scar. Uh-oh, there you go, Rich. Scar was revealed.
What, from the Lion Kings? They got a Lion King crossover, yeah?
Abnugler says, do you guys think we'll ever get an updated comic Jewel, Jessica Jones figure? Might have to Soundwave Defenders box set. He must have shouted that pretty loud for us to hear it from down that well. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's obviously perked up his voice. He's got one of those megaphones that Bart Simpson had, I think. Maybe, Abnugler, maybe. I know that old Jewel that came in the Defenders box set is a little on that outdated jelly leg female body, so I would welcome an updated Jewel.
They could do like a comic book Jessica Jones, because they've never done that. They've only done like the Netflix one. Like they could put her like with like a modern day Luke Cage or something like that, and the baby in between or something.
With an alias, they could label it alias version of Jessica Jones, right?
Yeah.
Hugo's in the chat as well. He says, everything is a massive hit. Quimson says, I'm going to have to let my girlfriend know that no groceries for a while, as Hasbro just made me broke. Robert as well says, everything but Superior Spider-Man and Astonishing Wolverine. So, yeah, lots of stuff. So, again, Rich hasn't even seen it all, people. So, we're going to go through this as best as we can. So let me get rid of the chat. Let me go back to that. Now, usually I steal the images from Toy Arc, but they've took the day off, which is fine. I've got the promo images.
They're just fed up of sourcing everyone. They were like, bugger this.
But I do shout them out every single time. So let me see if I can get these images up. Right, so let's start off with what you've seen already, which is the Superior Wolverine. So let's start there. Where's my images gone? Right, there they are. Right, cool. So we've seen a leaked image of this already without the head. So a lot of us were speculating, is this real or not? Because I did say if it is a custom, it's a fucking good one. And that's because it wasn't, because it's genuine. It's genuine, and it's a highly articulated Wolverine as well, Rich. Brand new articulation here. You'll notice he's got the ab crunch on the waist area, and then the ball joint at the torso, as well as the deep butterfly joint. So this is a highly articulated Wolverine, not just a repaint of the many other Wolverines we've got. So a brand new updated Wolverine, highly articulated, pinless body. He does come with multiple sets of hands we have not seen before as well. I think we've got some open palm, claw hands. We've even got a pointing hand as well. Look, Wolverine is pointing at you there, Rich. Pointing at you, saying you were right all along. So yeah, brand new, highly articulated, Astonishing Wolverine. And they did show off an image on the stream with Wolverine standing next to Emma Frost and Cyclops, who we got last year. And they were talking about...
Oh, fucking Kitty Pryde's coming in. Does that mean that?
Wow, they did talk about possibly completing the team, yes. So I think they were heavily leaning into the fact that they will be consciously...
Maybe she's this year's HasLab, Kitty Pryde, on a giant bullet. The giant bullet that she rides into space in the Astonishing X-Men.
Maybe. I'm hoping for an Astonishing X-Men Beast. Like, maybe we can do that first. But they did heavily tease.
You had one for Christmas.
I did. I'm very grateful for that. Railtees
donated $9.99.
Friday is working. Much appreciated.
Today's reveals were amazing. I think that Marvel team has turned the corner. They have been killing it so far.
Railtees, thank you very much. Today's reveals were amazing. I think the Marvel team has turned a corner. Chadwick as well with the super chat. Thank you so much.
Chadwick Myers donated $5. Mr. Dan and the Home Slice Rich great reveals all around, none for me though. Third stream in a row, zero MCU. Wish they'd verbally acknowledge summer coming soon.
Chadwick says, Mr. Dan and Home Slice Rich, great reveals all around. None for me, though. Third stream in a row and zero MCU. Wish they'd verbally acknowledge some are coming soon. To be fair, Dan Yoon does post a tweet before these go live, acknowledging that there are MCU figures coming. You know what it's like. Usually with the movies, they have to go through Disney and things are a little bit they're not as easy just to reveal. So, and movie figures aren't usually revealed via the live stream format. Usually websites will get exclusive looks and stuff like that. So, to be fair, these live streams isn't where the MCU figures get revealed. Dan Yoon did say it's still only April. Lots of MCU stuff come in. I'll try and find the tweet in a minute because he definitely has acknowledged it.
If you're an MCU fan, bookmark a random site that has very little to do with Marvel. Go fishing.com or something like that. Exclusive reveal coming next Tuesday.
Biggest dog out with the super chat. Thank you so much. He says, a near perfect batch of reveals, no notes. There you go, no notes from the big dog. Wow, okay, let's keep going through it. So, Rich, first things first. So, even though Kitty Pryde may be coming, they may be completing this team. And they were talking about how quickly they're completing this team as well. So, I do think they may complete this team sooner rather than later. Well,
I don't think it's that quick considering the Star Trek X-Men was like...
No, of course. But in regards to...
20 years ago? 15 years ago?
In regards to when we got the updated Cyclops, it was only...
Oh, right, okay.
This time last year. Because Cyclops and Emma were in the same wave, weren't they? So
yeah.
I think they meant within the sense of the re-releases. So I do think the team will be completed. I reckon we might see another character. Just think it is only April, like they said, by the end of the year.
Yeah, but are they going the team? Because if they're going to complete the team, then they're going to need to do armor. Or are they just going like the issue 1 cover and just doing that?
The picture they showed was them walking, if you know what I mean,
so
like that cover.
That gets them out of doing armor then, because I think armor's the hard one. I don't know, like to do her like exoskeleton and stuff like that.
I agree. Armor's someone I've been asking for virtually every fan stream vote we get, because I do think she would make a great figure if they can execute that sort of translucent armor around a regular figure. It's not easy, I grant you. But anyway, regardless of that, are you in on this? Now we know it's legit, highly articulated, brand new Wolverine.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I think I've said a lot of times, I'm not the biggest fan of Astonishing X-Men. I think it starts off strong in the Gifted arc and then goes massively downhill as it just becomes the Kitty Pryde Saves the Universe book. It is literally Kitty Pryde Saves the Universe, so not my favorite thing. And back when it was coming out, Joss Whedon was writing it, and it was when all these like Hollywood writers were coming into comic books, and there was massive delays. Like now it reads fine, like reading in the collected edition, but at the time, like this was like months gap between issues. He took over Runaways, fucked that up. Alan Heinberg was writing Wonder Woman, which like dragged on for like a year before he finished it. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the run, but the costume by John Cassidy is amazing, looks great. I think it's got all the elements of a classic Wolverine outfit, but updates it. And I like the shorter mask as well. It's more functional. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this figure. If it's on the highly articulated body as well, that's a great thing. Because I think that's one of the things we were moaning about with the Wolverine anniversary line, is that none of the Wolverines were like using the highly articulated body. So the fact that we're getting this is brilliant. Yeah, I am down for this figure.
Yeah, so again, the claws are decent as well. They do seem like they're using the better claws. And do you know Dan Yoon has been telling us all that we're going to get another Wolverine? Well, he revealed this, Rich, and then says this isn't even what he was talking about. So there's still another Wolverine coming. So
another one? Oh.
So yeah, there is another Wolverine coming. This isn't it, but Astonishing Wolverine turned out to be the first reveal. So let me jump to the next set of images. So this is the other one that you've already seen. Again, it
was this the one that like was his favorite, or was the next one his favorite?
He said the next one's his favorite.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so there is another Wolverine coming, and he says that is his favorite, which made Ryan sort of do a double take, but then Ryan went, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But they didn't tell us, but another Wolverine is incoming. Right, next reveal, the one you've already seen, Superior Spider-Man. So again, this is on the sort of updated Spider-Man body with all the Spider-Man articulation you desire. I believe it's got the pins on the toe articulation, pinless double jointed knees and elbows. He's got his backpack, he's got his actual gauntlets, which the original one didn't have, but more noticeably, Rich, he's got his legs, all four of them as well. Doc Ock now has his legs. This is what we wanted the first time round, and I think this is going to be very popular. And I'm looking at my do you know I said they may reuse the legs from the Iron Spider-Man figure? They're not. They're new. They're different.
I hope they're more like you can like balance him on a man, because the Iron Spider-Man figures, the legs are really weak on him.
So Dan Yoon showed this picture off, and he said that he told the photographer, do not even take this photo unless he can stand there on his legs for at least 5 minutes. So apparently,
No, that's on his legs.
So apparently, obviously they've put the background white, but they did show an image of him standing up on his legs.
It's not Daniel on either side, like holding it as well, is there?
Dan's got the string.
Edit it out.
Just photoshopped his arms out with the string like a marionette. No,
if you can do that, that's good. That's a good thing, because I think that's what everyone wanted with the Scarlet Spider.
What are you saying? I've got headphones on, what?
If you're on with any Americans, tell them they need to send me those.
Oh, okay, Amanda says if you want to make friends with her, send her these. Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy. She's a fan. Where did you get these from? Oh, her friend has just been in America and got her some. So to be fair, I think Mike's parcel's coming tomorrow, so she might have some more tomorrow. But anyway, superior Spider-Man. So they showed off 2 head sculpts as well, Rich, and they're trying something new with the eyes. You'll notice they're using the digital face printing tech to make it look like there's reflections of buildings in the eyes. Now,
oh, that's quite cool, then.
Yeah, so they said they're trying something different, but they did also give us a regular head without that effect, because they're aware that some people don't like them trying different things. So they have gave us the option. So, and Dwight was like, look, we know you might not like it, but we tried it and we've gave you the other head as well. So, and if you look, you can see the building sort of silhouettes in the eyes there. So yeah, there's that. And again, regular eyes as well, just with the plain white as well. He comes with the 2 backpacks, if I remember correctly as well. There are packaging shots of this one out now. I think Brandon did share them earlier.
I got money in the bank.
Z-Man Super Chat has read out. Thank you very much, Z-Man.
ZMAN12BAT donated £5. Do you think we might get an X-Orn figure, and like last year, we get 2 members this year in an X-Men wave?
Do you want to field that one, Rich? Do you think we're going to get an X-On figure, and like last year, we get 2 members this year in an X-Men wave?
I mean, the new X-Men have got to be coming at some point. Like, so Zone, I think Z-Man is saying that would be a great figure, especially if what is like rumored to be is that X-Men 97 is going to be like adapting new X-Men. I'm trying to be like vague with that, but yeah, Zone would be a great figure, and all the X-Men in their leather looks. I think when we did that Wolverine stream, that was what I picked, was leather jacket Wolverine, do Jean Grey, do Emma, do Cyclops, do Beast. That I would love that team. Yeah, so maybe that's the one that Daniel's waiting for, that version of Wolverine.
Maybe. So here's the 2 packaging shots for the 2 reveals that we've spoke about so far. So you'll see he's got the Waldos and a backpack for the legs to plug into one of them, and then he's got a backpack where you don't have any of them plugged in. So you have your options. He's got all the hands you'll want as well, completely pinless, renew your valve body with the 2 heads. So what do you think here, Rich, of the new packaging format they've gone?
So yeah. I like this new packaging. It means that I can stack them without like people on the sides and like sliding down that blooming horizontal bit. I like this. This looks. I like this packaging. It's like, it's still like the traditional Marvel Legends, but it's like thing. And what's on the side? Is it like images still? So is it going to be easy to like flick through on the racks? Or
I assume, yeah. I don't think I've got an image of the side, but I assume so. They did show them off in the stream, so we could probably find that out. But yeah, I'm assuming just an image of the comics maybe on the side. But I just want to say, look at the difference between this and the plastic-free packaging theme that we got last year. Like, those didn't feel like premium items. Like, Legends are not cheap. Again, that's a criticism from everybody, and it's a fair one. So when you spend your money on Legends, you want it to feel like a decent item. So I don't think that these just look smart. They look clean. They look crisp. And yeah, I like the new packaging. What can I say? So I know it's only packaging, and people are going to rip the figures out anyway. But if you are a collector, like many are, that's keep mint on card figures, just think the plastic-free era killed you off. That wasn't fun at all. You're storing potatoes essentially. Well, at least now you get a decent look at the figure front and center. So I do think these scream more collector friendly, just in packaging, if you're into keeping them mint.
That'll be 2025 where they re-release all the plastic-free packaging stuff on this card. Now on a new card. Wow!
Look at Black Widow would have looked great on a card like this. I think, like,
yeah.
So it just again, I know it's not added value by any means, but it just makes it feel a little bit more premium than the plastic-free. That's all. I like people when you're buying toys, you like to see what you're buying in the packaging. So yeah, bravo, packaging looks good. So let's go back to the next reveal. So are we getting into the stage now where you're not entirely sure what was shown.
They're the only try and trick me, Dan. Now's the time to do it.
Okay. Well, someone did already mention in the super chat that Scar is coming. So they showed off.
So that was the dagger that they showed, yeah.
Exact dagger tease is actually for Scar. So we were bang on. To be fair, the community got that one very quickly. So Scar is on an older body, it seems. He's got the pins on the knees. Again, it's not a big deal, but I'm just pointing it out. And he's got the single jointed elbows. It's on the regular Hulk body as well. So it seems like he's got butterfly joints, but it's actually just the butterfly joints on the back of the body. Do you know, like the regular Hulk figures we've been getting? So
yeah.
It's a shame because I still want Hulk to be able to do the Hulk clap, but he can't actually do it yet. But Scar looks good all the same. Comes with 2 heads, so you get a battle sort of wind-swept, angry, grimacing head. You also get that big nice sword as well. And then you get the sort of more stoic, regular face, grumpy face as well. You can actually store his knife in the back as well. So that loincloth sort of does have a holster for that knife effect. And because obviously that strap going across the torso is a strap, I'm sure you could shove the knife, the sword down there as well if you wanted to store his weapons. But
is that a knife in your loincloth? Are you just pleased to see me? Actually, it is. It is a knife. It is a knife.
Yes. So yeah, dangerous place to store it, but just be careful where you sit down. So yeah, there we go. So son of Hulk, it is Scar, who's a single packed like deluxe figure in this lineup. So I should mention as well that these two go up for pre-order tomorrow. So these two got for pre-order tomorrow.
It's quite quick.
Yeah, so these two are the only two that got for pre-order tomorrow. Everything we're now discussing yet to be confirmed. So we know they're coming, but no pre-order dates as of yet. So Deluxe Scar, what do you think of this one, Rich? Is this a character you even want an upgrade of? It's been a while.
So Scar is, I wouldn't say my favorite of the Hulk characters, but I mean, this looks lovely. Like, he was in the second version of the Dark Avengers, Norman Osborn, when he like redid the team. So that's where I've seen him like a bit. And I think, he showed up, I think in Gamma Flight, it's just like a comic book that's just been with like Titania and Absorbed Man was in it. So yeah, I mean, it's a lovely looking figure. It's a good version of Scar. And I think like with Hulk, it tends to be like ripped jeans, different color body is like all the Hulks you can do. So this is a different character. It's a character they haven't done in a while, I think, since that, like the Hulk
wave,
the two wave builder figure where you like build that.
That's the one.
So this is a good figure. I think if you're a fan of Scar, it looks nice. It's a shame that they haven't updated those legs now. I mean, like it's time, I think, for the bigger characters need like the non-pin legs.
Yeah, it's not the biggest of deals, but again, when we're spoiled now with all this plastic, pinless plastic, it is like, again, just so close to being spot on. But it is a bigger figure. We know what to expect here. Ryan Ting even got the tape measure out live on the stream, and he's about 8.5 inches tall.
There we go.
So he has got all this new tooling on for all his accessories and whatnot, but it is on a base body that we've seen before. But I do like both of their heads. He has got 2 new unique weapons. And again, we've got Maestro, we've got a couple of Hulks recently. So we've got Red Hulk as well, haven't we? So we've got a nice little batch of Hulk characters now. Shout out Adam Batman Moran. I know he's a big Hulk fan. He's got a whole DTOF full of Hulk characters. So I'm sure this is probably the highlight of the reveals today for him. So yeah, give us some hits and misses as we go through these as well, people, and I'll read out some as we go through the chat. So you can start us off here on this Scar. Is this a hit or a miss for you? Again, if you're a channel member, you know you can use those sweet emojis. There you go. I'll remind you what they look like. There's your hits and there's your misses. All right, and I'll throw the no pins emoji in there as well because it's been a while since we used that. So yeah, no pins on the legs would have been a nice touch, but it's not. Again, I'm not one of those guys that's going to moan about it. It's absolutely fine. He still looks great. At least the pins are the same colour. It's fine. All good. Right, let's keep going through. Let me go to the next one. So now we're getting into territory Rich is unaware of. And I think this may be one of Rich's favourite reveals from today. But before we do, just reading out a couple from the chat. Big hit from Codename Chief. Jamie with the hits. Jason Lopez with the hits. Cloud with the misses. Z-Man says hit. Damien with the hit. Striding with a hit. Kevin says don't forget She-Hulk on that Marvel Legends retro card. How could we forget? So yes, lots of Hulk characters on the way. But when it comes to female characters, I think this one Rich is going to like the look of. It is Warbird, Rich. Brand new Carol Danvers Warbird on the Black Widow body. So the highly articulated Marvel Legends Black Widow body. So you know you've got all that great articulation. 2 head sculpts as well, Rich. So you've got this one here with the hair flowing a little bit. And then you've got the sort of more natural, neutral, down hair sort of look. Couple of effects pieces, it seems, multiple hands. But most importantly, she is on the new Black Widow body. So, you know, you've got the double jointed knees, elbows, butterfly joints, crunch at the waist, as well as the swivel at the torso. I think this is a massive upgrade compared to the one we were speaking about on the last stream. That was in that free pack with Radioactive Man and it was a Captain America, wasn't it? We figured out. So yeah, massive upgrade for Warbird Carol Danvers. Love that she comes with 2 heads, by the way. So Rich, this has got to be up there for a favourite reveal so far, right?
Yeah, 100%. This is my favourite Carol Danvers costume. Again, I wasn't expecting it to be this one because they've pushed the Captain Marvel name and look so much, and obviously Kamala has taken over as Miss Marvel, so like essentially this is her Miss Marvel costume, her like iconic black costume. She had like a red one, then like a midriff bearing one, and then she went to this one which she had for like most of the like 70s and 80s, so she became binary. And then when she rejoined the Avengers in Kurt Berserker, and she was Warbird, and she still had this costume. I love this. Like, she links with Rogue. Obviously, Rogue takes her powers, and that's how Rogue becomes got her flight and strength and everything. But this is my favorite, version of Carol. So yeah, I'm happy to get this. This looks amazing. I didn't think they would put this version of Carol on that body, the Black Widow body, of all the characters. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
So that's a pleasant surprise to see that.
I agree. That's because her costume is sort of a little bit more cut. So it's like, but they've put, if you look on the torso here, they've put the costume around the butterfly joint, so it doesn't actually break up the costume. It's like her costume was cut in that way anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think they've cleverly hid the articulation within the costume design here. And let's be honest, this is the best Marvel Legend female body available to us right now. So this is the one we want them using on everything. We know they're not going to use on everything, but if they are, I reckon they've chosen an A-list character here to use it on. Massive upgrade. She's single packed as well, so you ain't got to worry about multi-pack either. I do think this is going to be a popular one for sure.
And if they can do this on Carol, it definitely means that they can do it on like a character like Psylocke, because Psylocke's costume is more or less this, just with wraps around the legs. Elektra as well. Like, you can use this on a lot of females if they've got that like on them type of thing.
Ryan, Dan, you're watching. Take those notes. So we want Elektra. We want Psylocke utilize his body to its full potential. Really, really solid looking figure. Which head sculpt do you prefer?
I like both of them, to be honest with you. I like the flowing hair version. That face sculpt is very nice, and the painted mask as well.
It's not. It's actually sculpted. It's actually risen.
Oh, it's sculpted on, is it? Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's really good then. Yeah, happy. And the other heads as well. 2 heads, no complaints.
There you go. This one, I think she's got like a little, her teeth are showing a little bit of a smile maybe, or a little bit of a grimace. But the mask, you'll notice the mask is different as well. Is there a difference between the 2 masks, as in like what eras they represent? Because you'll see that mask is like very Batman-esque with the thickness compared to the sort of subtler mask, if you'll see what I mean, on this one.
Yeah, I mean, so that's more like the domino mask that like just sticks on, or the other one is more like an actual mask. Yeah. I think maybe one might be classic, one might be like more modern day 2000s look. Yeah. But they both look good anyway. The hair looks great on both of them. Like Brian Reed's Miss Marvel series that had like the Greg Horn covers. Like, I really loved that book, and yeah, this looks like it could like step out one of those covers. So I'm happy with this.
Yeah, really, really solid figure. And lots of hits in the chats for this one as well. And again, just the 2 masks being different is a subtle detail, but to some people, they may have a preference of what their favourite era is. They're very similar, of course they are, but it's nice that Hasbro give you that option, and they're aware of the different character designs between these Carols. So, right, who we got? So let me have a look here at what people are saying. Carol is a must, says Derek. Hits after hits, says Hoff the Basher, I think that's his name. Rail Tease with lots of hits as well. The dog is in the chat, says, hopefully these pins aren't wobbly. Thanks, dog. Good boy. Jamie says,
what are they soliciting this as? Or is it Carol Danvers or Warbird or Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel?
So I've got the official promo images from Hasbro, and it literally says Warbird Carol Danvers.
Warbird, right? Okay.
Yeah, Warbird Carol Danvers. Carol is a hit, says Cloud. Dan the Barbarian with a hit. Craig's Dot Nostalgia Collection. Don't forget the dots, people. He says hit. Kevin Beatty with the dot hits as well. With the hits as well. Paul with the hits for Carol all day long. She looks wicked. Cute Kill says, I like the larger mask, which would be the one that she's wearing right there. Robert with the hits. Daniel S says, Rich was just talking about this costume on the last live. So excited when it got revealed. Yes, absolutely. Codename Chief says, oh, she's going right in my basket. Daniel S with the Rich M emojis as well. Fortress Maximus with the hit. M. Mackerson is this figure is fire, and the biggest dog ever says Scar isn't a character I have any attachment to, but I like the looks of this figure. And Prophet says hit. So many hits on all these. By the way, I should show you as I'm talking about these. Look at all these hits, people. There you go. Look at that. All hits for Carol Danvers there. Looking very good. So I'll keep the chat up while I go to the next one. So all these images I'm showing are the promo press images that Hasbro have sent over. So let me show this. So Rich, this was on the leak list. We was hoping this was real, and it is. It is a brand new, updated Danny Rand Iron Fist. New.
No, they didn't go with a deep V for that. They just got rid of the V completely, did they?
Completely new tooling as well. So you'll notice here it's got the crunch at the waist with the ball joint at the torso. And it's all newly sculpted as the costume design. You can see that sort of yellow pinstripe from the collar going all the way down to the torso here. So this is a brand newly sculpted, not reused from anywhere version of Danny Rand. Pinless double jointed knees and elbows, toe joints for his little yellow slippers. You've got boot swivel, even though he's not wearing boots, but at least they've hid it within the design costume. Thigh cut as well. You've got his plastic sort of scarf there around the waist, and then you've got the angry expression for Danny Rand. I want to be careful what pictures I go through here, Rich, because he does come with a 2-pack. So first, your thoughts on this Iron Fist.
I like this Iron Fist. It is very kind of 90s. It kind of reminds me of like the Heroes for Hire series from the 90s. Like that kind of look for him. So it's a 2-pack, you said, yeah?
Yeah, let me just see if there's another picture of Iron Fist here. There's another picture of him. I'm trying to save the reveal so Rich doesn't see it just yet. So there's another picture of Iron Fist. So he comes with 2 heads. You'll notice the first head was really angry. He's got a neutral head as well. And then lots of interchangeable hands. I think there was like 4 sets of different hands for your Danny Rand.
This is good because that's what you need for like your Kung Fu characters. You need like the hands. That's like the main thing. Does it come with an unmasked head or no?
No, just 2 heads.
Right, okay.
So you've got both of the heads have the yellow sort of scarf, but he's got an angry head and this neutral head, which is on here. Lots of interchangeable hands. I really like he's got the deep butterfly joint as well, because obviously you wouldn't be able to get him to do this pose if he didn't have a decent butterfly joint. So yeah, and he can crunch down really decent as well. So he's in a 2-pack. So any guesses on who he's in a 2-pack with? We made a few guesses on the last stream about who we could be in a 2-pack with.
Well, it looks like, because it looks 90s, I'm gonna guess would they do like a 90s? No, because they kind of done Luke Cage already. Maybe White Tiger or Hercules, maybe? Might go like well out of it.
Want to see?
Or maybe Misty Knight, maybe?
It is Luke Cage! Brand new.
Right, okay. Well, it makes sense with Luke Cage. This is more modern. This is like Thunderbolts kind of era Luke Cage.
Brand new modern Luke Cage. He now has the ab crunch and the butterfly joints, which was a big criticism of the previous Luke Cage. But the previous Luke Cage we got in the... What was the Build-A-Figure wave he was in, Rich? It was the Mindless one, right? Mindless Build-A-Figure wave Luke Cage. That was the classic look, and they went for aesthetics over articulation there to sort of capture that classic look. Here, because he's genuinely just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, they've been able to add in all that articulation. So you've got the butterfly joints, you've got the ab crunch, you've got newly sculpted jeans, apparently. That's what they told us. Pinless jeans, if that's what you're into. He's got different hands as well and 2 different heads. So let's have a look at these pictures now. So there they are. Luke Cage.
I like the knuckle dusters like Luke Cage. Yes. They look really good.
Yes. So there you go. We've got Power Man, Luke Cage, and Danny Rand Iron Fist. Do you know, I have to say bravo to Hasbro, right? Because for a good while, right, we get 2-packs, and it's always a desirable figure that we really want packed in with someone that doesn't necessarily, someone that they have connected to the character, but it's not the obvious choice, and it's always a frustrating element. But so far, like this year, we've got Janet Van Dyne packed in with Hank Pym, like made perfect sense, made that 2-pack very desirable. And now we didn't have to like we were second guessing Hasbro, going, oh, they're going to give us a random character we don't actually want just so we can get Danny Rand. But Iron Fist and Luke Cage makes the most sense. Like, this is instantly a must buy for so many people now. I love as you said, the knuckle dusters with Luke Cage. If you get punched in the face with these, you'll forever have Luke Cage imprinted on your head. But the last time we had this look for Luke Cage was in the 2014 San Diego Comic-Con Thunderbolts box set, where I think he actually had the Thunderbolts like logo on him somewhere. But this time it is very much Luke Cage. You even get the Luke Cage on the bout there. A set of open palm hands as wide as it seems. So you get which are the 2 head sculpts? Where are they? He's definitely got 2. So there's the angry expression Luke Cage on that head. And then you've got the regular Luke Cage expression there. So both of these characters come with multiple hands, 2 head expressions each. And yeah, it's a perfect pairing. Like, it's a great 2-pack, right, Rich?
Yeah, they work together because it's like he's taller than Iron Fist as well. They work together. The only thing is, I was saying about that Jessica Jones 2-pack. Obviously, we're not getting that now because this would be the Luke Cage that would go with Jessica Jones. So, this looks good. I wasn't even though it makes sense, I wasn't expecting.
This is what the game has play with us.
Yeah,
exactly.
So early. So yeah, this is good. This is good. And I'm assuming when he lifts his arms up, they're all yellow underneath. Yeah.
Well, we maybe should investigate. Yeah, I'm just looking here. It does look like there's yellow underneath the arms.
Hey.
Good to know. But to be fair, like, I know it's. We didn't guess it would be Luke Cage because it's so obvious, and usually Hasbro don't do the obvious right choice. I know it's weird to say, but just based off history, Hasbro don't do the obvious right choice. They always just lean a little bit off. So, and considering we have got a Luke Cage in the last 6 months, you would obviously think, well, it can't be another Luke Cage. But to be fair, it's 2 different eras of Luke Cage. They represent 2 different times. Like, some people, this is someone's mind's eye of Luke Cage, and the classic look is someone else's. Do you know? Like, so now they're pleasing all Luke Cage fans, and these are massive upgrades. I think we got this in the Defenders box set as well. I talked about the San Diego Thunderbolts, but yes, of course, we also got it in the Defenders set, which did have a topless version of Danny Rand, a Daredevil, and a dual Jessica Jones. So maybe we can still get that Jessica Jones set, like you said, Rich, but maybe it could be an alias Jessica Jones and then a dual Jessica Jones. Or maybe an updated version of Hellcat and Jessica Jones. Dual.
Yeah, and I don't think Iron Fist. The only Iron Fist I've got is the white uniform that was in like one of the Avengers waves, I think.
That was the
I haven't even got a green. Yeah.
All-Father Build-A-Figure wave in 2015. It came out of one of the All-Father's legs, and it was very, very hard to track down. I remember that. I remember going to Toys R Us. Remember Toys R Us, people? I remember going to Toys R Us a lot here in my city, looking at this wave, trying to find Iron Fist with that bloody leg, and in the end, I never found him. Never found him. I have the 2 that you don't, Rich. I have the green one, the green topless one, and then the other green one. Where did that other green one come? One came in the Defenders box set, and was the other one just a Build-A-Figure wave? Answers on a postcard. P.O. Box Dan Who in the chat. Thank you very much. But yeah, solid. Are you in on this pack? You're going to be getting it?
Yeah, 100%. This is a good reveal. I'm liking these reveals so far. So yeah.
So to the chat. So are the chat.
They seem to be leaning more. I say more modern, but they're not, are they? They're like 2000. So it's nothing is like.
They seem modern.
Like, I suppose Superior Spider-Man is probably the newest, isn't it? But and I suppose Carol is classic. So I mean, it's from all over, isn't it? It's all over.
We got lots of sweet Christmases in the chat for Luke Cage. Of course we did. Modern Luke Cage is a big hit. Lots of hits. We still need a new White Tiger. I do think it's likely we will get a new White Tiger soon because I think White Tiger is going to start appearing in the MCU Daredevil show, I think, based off rumours and whatnot. Dormammu Wave says Cloud. Dormammu Wave, yes, says encountered Cool Chat. Thank you very much. So yeah, the green version of Iron Fist came in the Dormammu Wave, and the white one was All-Father, and then the green one with the topless, it was like an amalgamation, was in the Defenders box set. Toys R Us, few people remember Toys R Us there. It's a distant memory for some people. Purple Man says Z-Man. Yeah, Purple Man and a Jewel would be good, but I don't think... she wasn't Jewel during the time of Purple Man, I don't think. I think she was Alias, I think, if I remember correctly.
I think it was Purple Man who manipulated her when she was Jewel, wasn't it? That was like her big bad when he was like making her do bad things, and that's why she gave up the superhero life.
Sneaky. We do need a new Purple Man. That one in the RAF box set is basically just a repainted Coulson. Jerry with the super chat. Thank you so much. I'll wait for Friday to read that out before I go to the next reveal.
Got money in the
Thank you
bank.
so much. I'll set the next one up.
Jerry donated $4.99. With astonishing X-Men Wolverine, Warbird costume, modern Luke Cage, Pentagon armor Iron Man. Hasbro really building out new, mighty Avengers era.
Jerry's not wrong. He says, with astonishing X-Men Wolverine, Warbird costume, the modern Luke Cage, Pentagon armor, Iron Man, Hasbro really building out a new mighty Avengers era. Yeah, absolutely. That's like that's when Luke Cage was in the Avengers as well, right?
Yeah, Thing I think was part of that team as well. So there was a lot of them in the like
was that
mighty
like
days.
Just before the first Civil War, that type of era.
Yeah, that's how it started. So like new was like Spider-Woman, Spider-Man, Wolverine joined the team, and then Captain America and Iron Man, and then obviously it split apart.
Yeah, indeed. So okay, so next reveal. Rich still doesn't know what it is yet, but Rich, do you know that stupid pesky fire accessory?
Oh yeah. The fire butt plug, yeah.
The fire butt plug. We finally have an answer. We definitely overthought about this. What? Let's just recap. What did we initially just think it could possibly be?
Rachel Summers.
Yeah, Rachel Summers. What else? What else could a fire? What other fire character? The obvious fiery characters.
Like a classic Human Torch for the 75th, the Android version.
Yeah, it could have been that. Could have been that.
Like one of the Ghost Riders.
One of the Ghost Riders, yeah. But how would that fit? Piece on?
Like I think Firebird. We said Firestar.
Yeah.
One of the like Heralds, A Walker, it could have been, or something like that.
Which is one we need, yeah, for sure. Well, one of those answers is right, Rich. This is a deluxe item, if you will.
Deluxe. Oh, okay. So it's Ghost Rider.
Danny Rand Ghost Rider on a brand new bike.
We've seen Danny Rand, Danny Ketch.
Danny Ketch, my bad. Danny Ketch. Yeah, my bad. I was looking at Iron Fist too much. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. So they revealed this.
That deep V, Dan, distracting, isn't it? Distracting.
It just disappears. Where does it go, Rich? Where does it go? Just want to follow it all the way. So yeah, they teased this one out very slowly. They showed off the new.
That's like the cut. That I like. Go back to that picture. That picture's well done. Go.
Oh yeah, it's the Akira, not Akira. Is it Akira?
Yeah, Akira. It's like Akira. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a good. What is it? Is Shooting the Galaxy doing the photos again?
I assume so. Yes, I assume so.
That's a good photo. I like that.
So this sort of faceplate slides down, so it can be turned into like a ramming shield as well. Both of the wheels are like flame effects. So here he is, just regular on his own. They've the eyes. What's the effect of his eyes when you stare into his eyes?
Penance stare,
yeah. So they've done the eyes as the penance stare. So there's shading within the eyes, and it is a newly sculpted sort of. It looks mainly new because you've got the different jacket with like the old school collars and whatnot.
And like the chain going into the flames as well is like painted in the colours.
I think we have had that exact flame before, to be fair, but still, it does the job, doesn't it? Pinless knees, pinless boots, pinless arms, so it is a pinless version of Danny Ketch. So this is 90s Ghost Rider. This is what a lot of people's main Ghost Rider, if you are of a certain age. This is the one that sort of popped up in the animated shows as well, if I remember correctly. It was in, we've seen it in Fantastic Four, right? He shows up, and there's a glimpse of him in the X-Men as well, like just a glimpse of him in the X-Men TV screen.
Do we get like the alternate like human head for him if we back it within like 24 hours? Is that what it's going to be?
Pre-order within 24 hours, they will include the head. No, unfortunately, no head included in this one. There's a better look at the bike, so you do get a few bits and bobs from the front of it, but it is very much the stylized 90s bike for Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. So they haven't actually showed a promo image with that effects piece, Rich. So I'm going to try and find it on the Instagram stream here.
Oh yeah, where does it? Yeah, like go.
I need to see if Toy Arc have updated. It seems like they still haven't. Oh, sorry, Toy Arc. Right. So
it's a Monday. Who streams on a Monday? Come on. I'm sitting in my kitchen with no toys. Someone said, I don't trust Rich. He's got no toys behind him. I wouldn't trust me either.
Hang on, I'm skimming through the images to try and find it.
Just tell me where it plugs into, Dan. Come on, use your words. Where does it go? Underneath.
It's like a kickstand to make him look like he's doing a wheelie.
Oh, I can see it on the side, but there. Right, okay.
Yeah, so they do plug it in somewhere. I don't know. Dwight definitely did it on stream.
Dwight plugged it in on stream, did he?
I've seen Dwight plug it in on stream in front of.
Oh! Was that the OnlyFans
were
channel?
There
Was it?
watching.
Watching Dwight plug himself.
All right, see if that will play for a second. Hopefully Hasbro don't copyright strike me, but yeah, I'm tempting fate with that internet connection, ain't I? But it plugs in, so it looks like it's doing a wheelie. That's what it does.
Okay.
So there he is. He pulls out the bike. Here we go. Let's just do a walking commentary here. So you've got 2 of those flame effects that can be used as a stand for the bike. And there you go. There's a promo image of it.
Oh, right. So it's like as if it's... I got you.
Like
right,
wheelie.
okay.
Yeah. So it does plug in under. So we weren't wrong. It was a fiery plug-in effect. But just... Look, there you go. He's doing it now. Right now. Look, there he is. Plugged it in front of both of the Dans. There he is. There it is. Plugged in. Everyone witnessed it. There it is. So we can do a wheelie. Will you be utilising...
One man, one plug.
Will you be utilising that effect piece to do a wheelie on your shelf?
No, I think I'll have him like paused.
Oh, what a waste of an accessory. Just keep it, Hasbro. We don't even want it. Just keep it. Just don't even put it in the box. We're done. We're fine.
I might do that Akira pose. That's really cool. I like that Akira pose. That's really good. I like that.
Yeah, so there he is.
But yeah, I mean, Danny is my Ghost Rider. Like, he is the best of all Ghost Riders to me. So this is an amazing figure. Get a bike as well on an updated, all pinless, yeah?
Yeah, all pinless.
Yeah, 100% for this. 90s Ghost Rider all the way. Danny Ketch, brilliant.
Yeah, really, really good here.
That bike looks good as well. That bike does look good.
Yeah. Awesome. One man, one plug, says Cute Cool. Yeah, Richard's on the safe wavelength. Reveal of the stream for me, says Daniel S. Yeah, a lot of people were very happy to see this. Now, Ryan, when we did an interview with Ryan at MCM, he did tell us we're getting a Rider's Wave figure. So is this the Rider's Wave he's referring to, do you think?
I'm guessing so. Because
right,
he said it wouldn't be in a part. They're not calling them Riders Waves anymore, innit? But yes, it is with a vehicle that people have wanted for a long time. And this is one that people have wanted for a long time on a vehicle. It's got to be this one, hasn't it?
Yeah, I do like how the other fire effect police double as a stand. So,
yeah.
It looks like he's flamed up while he's on the bike. So yeah, because mine will easily be on the bike. And obviously, if you've already got the Johnny Cage one, I keep messing up everyone's fucking names today.
Johnny Cage, finish him!
I literally, as soon as I said it, I was like, cause I'm staring at like Street Fighter shit right here. I'm like, idiot. But he's up there. So I will have to make room now for Danny. But yeah, these are looking good. And look at the lineup on the table right there. Solid. All these figures are utilizing the best in Marvel Legends right now. Again, like maybe you could say Sky still has the pins, but again, minor detail. But I'm trying to nitpick at something because I genuinely think they've done a good job.
I just like, because I've got the chat on like quite small, and Big M just said, I thought it said, now give us the Venga Boys with his bike. And I was like, well, but it's Vengeance. He wants Vengeance. I just can't read. Venga Boys, Marvel Legends. They come in on the bus.
We like to party. We like to party. Oh. Venga Boys tunes, right? Just want to have a good time. Boom. Yeah, in my room.
They filled in for the Sugar Babes at my low ball, and we got £35 on the bar because the Sugar Babes were all fighting in an hotel room. Amazing night. Yeah. And the Venga Boys, they shuttled them up from Swansea. They were wasted.
Did you hear the bus coming? Did you hear it coming? Oh,
yeah, Venga Boys. I'm pretty sure that half the Venga Boys were not in the Venga Boys. I think they just replaced them.
There's two boys and two girls. It's Venga Boys.
The two girls are the same, but the two men are just anyone. Cowboy hat, sailor. We could be in it, Dad, if we were there, I reckon.
Me and Rich doing a tour of the Venga Boys. Okay, cool. Right, so let me go through what some of these pre-orders are real quick. I'll put the chat up on the screen. So we've already seen that the Wolverine and the Superior Spider-Man go up for pre-order tomorrow, okay? So these are regular. Everywhere you buy your Marvel Legends, you can pre-order these from, no problem at all. It seems like Warbird is a Target exclusive, so I know the Americans will not be happy with that one. But Carol Danvers' Warbird will be a Target exclusive with pre-order date to come. Okay, so Carol Danvers is a Target exclusive, pre-order date to be determined. Son of Hulk, which is Scar. This is just a regular fan channel exclusive. So Hasbro Pulse, if you're in the US, Entertainment Earth, use my links in the description. Big Bad Toy Store, etc. In the UK, all the regular places: In Demand Toys, Star Action, Comic and Cocktails.
Wait, but hang on, whoa. So, but this is only 6, isn't the 7 team usually 10?
Yeah, they only showed 6 and they teased one more. So I'm going to get to that.
Ah, right, okay,
I'm just
okay.
recapping the 6 they officially shown.
Okay.
Because they're all getting released in different ways, that's all. So the Luke Cage and Iron Fist 2-pack will also be a mainline release, so that you can get that anywhere. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider goes up for pre-order on the 30th of the month. Okay, so we know the pre-order date for that one. So the ones on screen with Wolverine and Superior Spider-Man go up for pre-order tomorrow, and then the next one will be the 30th of April, and that will be the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, and that will go up I think in the regular places you buy Marvel Legends. They've put Big Bad Toy Store in EE on the promo, but I think in the UK all the regular places: In Demand, Star Action, Comic and Cocktails. So yes, they did post a picture, Rich. So to celebrate a job well done, because again, I genuinely think there were 6 solid reveals there to kick off this summer program. So we know there's 4 more to go. So after they took a picture on Instagram, on Twitter, sorry, and Dan Yoon posted this picture and says, "Thank you to everybody on the Greater Marvel Legends team, including all our partners. Thank you to these 2 work homies, and sincere thank you to the fans that support us all the time." So yeah, he posted this picture. So do you spot anything in that picture?
Are they doing new Hasbro hats? Marvel Legends hats for
they do like
everyone?
flogging those t-shirts, don't they, to be fair? So
Ryan's got another shirt from Resville. Look, that's where the partnership's going. Look.
Yeah.
I can see Giant Man and the Wasp behind him, and Superior Iron Man's in the front.
To be fair,
is there something through the window? Is there something through the window behind Ryan?
To be fair, I think my logo is covering. But do you see that? See that box? Let me see if I can get my logo to disappear a second.
Box, yeah.
See that box? So that box doesn't have the figure in it, but that box has actually got a name on it.
Enhance, Dan.
Let's use 90s specialist technology to enhance.
It's Hulkbuster. You're like Sandra Bullock in the neck, but there you are.
Use specialist equipment. Don't ask me how. Years of IT training got me to do that enhancement, but we managed to crack the code. It is, of course, Hulkbuster. So it seems like the 7th item in this lineup, Rich, will be Hulkbuster. So you can tell by the size of the box, it's obviously going to be a deluxe. But how big, we don't know. Which version of the Hulkbuster, we don't know. We know it's going to be comic. We're very confident it's going to be comic because this whole sort of lineup is a comic sort of setup because they're celebrating 65 years of Marvel Comics. And also Dan Yoon has said that he can't wait to show us the rest of that comic image. So it's a comic Hulkbuster, 7th item in this lineup. Are you excited about that?
Well, yeah, because I ain't afraid of no Hulk. Who are you going to call, Dan? Hulkbuster! That's who you're going to call!
No. Yes, I can't wait for this.
So it's a very, not that this is a bad thing, but it's a very Iron Man and Wolverine heavy 2024 there. And if you like either of those characters or both, you're having an amazing year, to be fair.
Great times. I'm still waiting for this guy. He's going to happen at some point, but yeah, no, Hulk, again, it's been heavily rumoured, so I think they're aware of that as well. So instead of hiding behind it, they've just sort of got out in front of it. Like they're not idiots. They didn't post this picture without knowing what was going on, all right? So they've given this one to us. This is a freebie. So this is Hulkbuster. Again, we don't know what it's going to look like, but I have it on good authority. It is going to be epic. Okay, so take that for what you will, but I am looking forward to this one. You know me, I love Iron Man, and my review tomorrow, I've already filmed it, it's already in the can. I nearly released it last night, but I didn't want it to get lost in the hype of today. But Superior Iron Man is here. Let me go full screen for a second. There he is. Superior Iron Man in all his glory is here. So, yeah, It is the year of Iron Man, like Rich said. This is evil Tony Stark, though. Don't be fooled by his pristine white costume. So this came from Hong Kong to Rich to me. No secrets, people. We share our secrets here on this channel. It's basically just early stock from Hong Kong, but we couldn't get the rest of the wave yet. But yeah, first wave of the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave. Doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece, so I don't even have a piece of Zabu yet.
Zabi, you just Monday's throwing you completely. Zabi Build-A-Figure. Zabu. Okay. I thought you said Zabi. I was like, we'll build a Zabi.
I said Zabu. I'm pretty confident I did anyway. It's on the replay anyway. Someone can figure it out. But anyway, Superior Iron Man review will be up tomorrow. Look out on the channel for that. But yeah, like Rich said, year of the Iron Man, and we know we're going to get a Hulkbuster to go along with that. But Rich, that's not all. We have got something else we need your expertise in, okay? Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, because so that's all the hints. So they put some more hints, have they?
There may be one more hint, right?
Okay.
Maybe one more hint, all right? Ooh, I've lost everything. Oh, there it is. Everything back. Super chat party. Definitely not doing that today.
Hey, shots of coke.
No, I told you Saturday, possibly Saturday. Right, let me get the next image up. Okay, let's have a little look. See here, where is it? So there was a tease. There was one more tease.
The suspense.
Do you know what? It's an awkward one because it's not obvious by any means. I think even you yourself are going to be stumped. I'm going to have to use Mr. Marvelous News. Shout out JC.
Is it Dragonfire for Dragon Man? That's what all hints lead to, it. Dragon Man.
No, I don't think it's going to be that. All right. You're going to be underwhelmed. I'm building this up too much. You're going to be very underwhelmed by what this is. So
I can do good acting. Wait and see now.
Okay, cool. Okay, be impressed by this reveal.
Whoa! Oh my God! I've always Marvel's Rock. Wow!
That's it.
It's just what I want. As a massive player of Marvel Snap, the card game. When a rock appears, it's my favorite bit. Perhaps it's a Marvel Snap 5-pack. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. So it's not.
It's a rock. Yeah, it is a rock. Yeah. Is that it? Is that the reveal?
So yeah, that was the tease. They teased a rock. So it was pretty hefty as well. He was like throwing it round like a stressed ball type vibe. And
would that pass health and safety for children? They'd be throwing a rock at children's faces.
They were setting bad examples. They were throwing it around to each other, showing off their American football skills because it's a game called football, but they kick it. It's very ridiculous. Anyway, they were throwing that around. It's a rock. It's quite simply a rock. When I look at the Rock, I think of the Dwayne Johnson, of course. Who doesn't think of the Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment? So this is for the millions and millions of Marvel Legends collectors out there. So I think of that when I think of the Rock, but I don't think it's anything to do with him, unfortunately, on this occasion. Nothing to do with Mr. Dwayne Johnson. I also think of the movie The Rock. Do you know, with Nicolas Cage and what's his name? Sean Connery. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. I've rewatched that not too long ago. It was one of those films on TV, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to change the channel. I'm just going to stay and watch The Rock. Big fan.
All the days in Blackpool as well. We get a nice stick of rock.
I have
what else do you need?
Times. Yes, that's true. So yeah, Rock. But when it comes to characters of Marvel Legends, I'd think a Rock Slide.
Yes, I was say that's what I was going to say. Rock Slide is a good one. Do you know what? Do you know what this could be? Is it too early for him to start like teasing the HasLab?
No, why not? But would they ever tease the HasLab with something like this? With like a little.
Well, no, we've been saying like that they tend to do like bigger characters.
Yeah.
And they seem to be running out of all the big characters.
Yeah.
There is a big character you could connect this to.
Go on.
Who lives on the moon with rock pieces? Who could that be, Dan?
The Watcher.
The Watcher. It could be a giant. That would be. Look, there's an A-list character.
The Watcher.
Like a classic like comic book. Like remember when Diamond Select re-released that one? That sold out everywhere because everyone wanted it. So a classic style like Kirby, like the Watcher, and you could do that massive. You could do a massive Watcher. That could be that would actually be a good HasLab. That would be a good HasLab, I think.
The Watcher, I like that. No, I haven't seen anyone guess that yet, but you're right. The Watcher's on the moon. There's even a Nick Fury version of Watcher as well, where he's got all the big chains and what on. I'd rather the regular. What's his name? I can't never pronounce his name. What's the Watcher's name?
Uatu.
Uatu, thank you. Yeah, I would never have got. I can't even say.
Uatu D2.
There you go. Now I remember. So it could be a base for the Watcher. So we're gonna throw this one to the chat, okay? So we're throwing this one at you guys. We're not gonna throw a rock at you because we abide by the health and safety standards of live streams on YouTube. So we wouldn't throw it at you. But what do you think this is? What are your best guesses? Let's get them in the chat right now, and me and Rich will dissect them and see if we can figure this out. So, in regards to characters associated with rocks, my brain goes to Rock Slide. It is a character we had on the Toy Biz packaging back in the day, but never had him in the Marvel Legends line. So, but it is just a rock. Like, Rock Slide's an actual, like, humanoid rock guy. So, just giving him a rock accessory would be a bit on the nose, wouldn't it? Do you know, like, so I don't think it is Rock Slide. I like the Watcher. I like that. He lives on the moon. This could be a piece that he stands on. That's a good touch. Brian thinks, could it be the Hulkbuster accessory? I'd be disappointed if it was, because they've teased a rock at the end of the stream.
It could be a Hulkbuster accessory. That is true. It could be something
that's
just
what
to go
I'm
like
saying,
that.
because they did straight after the stream, they did show the Hulkbuster packaging, so it could be tied together. I'd hope it isn't, but it could be tied together. I've seen other guesses like Sword in the Stone, like people think Excalibur can go in there and be pulled out, and that's how we're going to get our Rachel and an updated like Captain Britain.
But Rachel didn't have Excalibur. I mean, I could see like, and the whole thing with Captain Britain is the sword or the shield, and he's not supposed to choose the sword. He's supposed to choose the shield, otherwise he doesn't get the power. But anyway, enough geekdom. So it could be a Hulk type character because he usually comes with rocks, doesn't he?
Yes.
It could be like some kind of like Avalanche or Richter, someone with like earth powers. Is there anyone who rides a, because Terra does in DC, Terra is like does a rock. Is there anyone in Marvel who's like, I suppose Crystal's got elemental powers, so she could have a rock with her. But then if you're going to put a big thing with Crystal, it would be Lockjaw.
It's a pretty hefty rock, which makes me think it's not a single packed figure. Do you know what I mean? You don't fill half the box with a rock. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just taking the piss. So I don't think this is a single packed figure. I do think this is in some sort of deluxe scale, at least. Multi-pack deluxe, I don't know. It's definitely an accessory piece. Like, the flame effect, we knew it was to a flame-ish character. And to be fair, I do think if you go back further enough on our stream, one of us probably did say a kickstand for a bike, but we just couldn't figure out, it was too tall, but it's because it was on a wheelie. Our brains didn't put those two together. So, like you said, this could be a stand for a character, and
so,
a good shout.
I've gone to Marvel Snap Block, and that is, like, look, one of the cards, that is a rock. Like, that is one of the things they use. But it could be like a Marvel Snap Pack. So like Rock Slide is in it as well. It could be like a Marvel Snap, like a Gamerverse Snap Pack with like some of the most like popular cards and that, because everyone plays this, Dan. All the cool kids are playing Marvel.
Clearly, I hadn't got the memo. Let's look at the chat. Let's see the chat.
Look at my level. I'm stupid level. I'm like, it's like Candy Crush. Look, 6,000 odds.
Does anyone want to play Rich on Marvel Snap? Because he seems like he's showing off here. Someone needs
I think I'm a bit addicted to it.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at the chat then. Okay, so there's The Rock. Savage Saint says Wrecking Crew. Robert says Absorbing Man. Al P says Sauron or the Red Riptor with Moondragon, which is the big T-Rex, right? M. Mackerson says, what if this is an asteroid? Like a cosmic rock?
Yeah.
Tariq says Abomination. Sean says Graviton. The Logan Dan Toy says a thing toilet accessory. Kevin says there could be some black goo inside. It is the anniversary of the symbiote suit Spider-Man. Doc Avenger says Thinks and Stone. Lady Max says the fact they were throwing it about, it seems more like an accessory to me. Yes, I agree. It's definitely an accessory or a stand or something like that. Crimson says The Rock has to be the symbiote. So in Secret Wars, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I've read Secret Wars, and Spider-Man is trying to fix his costume in this spaceship full of different machines, and he uses this machine to fix his costume, and it's like this black goop comes out, and that's how he gets the so the origin of the black suit and the symbiote in the Marvel comics isn't from a rock. It's from a space machine, right? Am I completely wrong?
Yeah, it's like a black like sphere comes out the machine, doesn't it? And then
Proper goo, yeah. There's a
the
panel,
goo comes out, yeah.
So I don't think the rock has anything to do with symbiote. Just personally.
But the rock could be like battle world from Secret Wars type of thing. If there was like a Secret Wars pack, that could just be like a pack in.
Now shout out Jay Toys Collection UK who went live earlier today. So on Jay's live stream, he ended it and said, right, this is what he thinks it is. He thinks it is an accessory piece to a battle world, some sort of battle world set, box set, pack, whatever it is. Marvel Legends don't necessarily just do dioramas. They wouldn't do that. I don't think there's enough appeal
Hooray!
for dioramas.
Down with dioramas, down.
Down with dioramas. So
I haven't got enough room, look, no.
I don't think it's a diorama or a playset, which Rich is very happy about. So I do think it is an accessory piece to another. So it's characters or something. So a battle world set in the year of a Secret War celebration would make sense, right? You could have just a couple of rock pieces and a character on each one, and maybe. So that's Jay's guess anyway. Jay was the first person I heard say that on his stream earlier today. So he thinks it's something Secret Wars related. Robert in the chat says Blast Star. We have had him in a San Diego box set as well. I think it was the space one, where the same one we got Gladiator, I think. Blast, but we haven't had him single packed since.
Korg. That could be Korg's bum. You could have like all separated bar. That could be Korg.
It could just be a collapsed Korg. Yeah, is it anything MCU related? I've seen some people in the chat say it's where Mjolnir comes out of, or it sits on, or something like that. But I don't think it is. Kurt K, using his channel membership token, thank you very much, Kurt. He says, what if the rock is just for Baby Yoda to sit on? Maybe the Star Wars team just left it behind. Maybe.
Could be.
But I would think Dan and Ryan are clever enough to realise, hang on a minute, this isn't part of our Marvel Legends program, and they probably wouldn't have showed it off. Lady Mac says it could be Jurassic Park gates. Now, if Mattel are leaving stuff on the table, that's a project I'd like to see happen. Those gates are a missed opportunity, but that's a whole other stream itself. Dan the Barbarian says Tarax. We've just had a re-release of Tarax. I don't think it would be him. Could it be Gamora or Lady Howlbender? Says Tariq.
That's from the Gamerverse game. That would be good.
I'd take a new comic Gamora, that's for sure. Jay says, I've never been right before, but there's always a first time. There is. Just keep guessing, my friend. Keep guessing. Daniel S says, honestly, though, I feel like it's going to be Secret Wars or Battle World related. So, yeah, they're one and the same, ain't they? Battle World, Secret Wars. So, the heavily rumoured Secret Wars wave is yet to be officially confirmed. It is still rumour as of now. So, yeah, could be. Again, we're only in April, people. There's still more we don't know than we do know. I say that all the time, but we're still in April. There's 4 months into a 12-month year. It's only the first quarter, essentially. We're leaking into the second quarter right now. So there's still lots of stuff to go before the year is out. But yeah, okay. So far, Rich, just in regards... Let's go back to The Rock. Yeah, still trying to figure this out. What could it bloody be? So...
It could be Hippo's foot.
Oh, come on now. Don't get me excited. Come on now. I was about to say this summer program has been looking good so far. I genuinely do think this is a strong set of reveals. Dan Yoon did say yesterday that in regards to quantity, there wouldn't be as much, but in regards to quality, he hopes so. And I think he was bang on. I do think what we've seen today are probably some of the best representations of these particular characters in Marvel Legends form. They're utilising... They're like, do you know, like when we make these Marvel Legend wish lists, we're like, oh yeah, I'd love to get a Warbird, and I'd love her to be on the new Black Widow body and come with a second head. Like, this is the type of stuff we wish list, but then when we actually get it, it's like, jelly leg Jean body, only one crappy head, no interchangeable hands. So it's nice that, like, the things that we want to happen are now actually happening. Like, I do feel like, again, last year, the last couple of years for Marvel Legends has been up and down, up and down. But I like what I'm seeing so far, is all I'm saying. I like what I'm seeing. I haven't got a lot to pick fault on out of the reveals today, if any. I do think everything they showed, they done it the way I would have wanted Legends to do it, based off what I currently know Legends are capable of, if that makes any type of sense. Rich, would you agree? Did you like what you've seen today, just overall as the package of those 6 figures, plus we know a Rock's coming, and also Hulkbuster?
They seem to be giving us stuff that we want, rather than, like you said, like, oh, we all assumed like Iron Fist would have like a filler figure in with it. It's like, yeah, give us a Luke Cage with Iron Fist. That's what people want. So, like, maybe there's change in the air at Hasbro's Marvel Legends team. Maybe they finally realize that they've edged just too far, Dan. It's just too far, and now they need to deliver the goods.
Edged it too far, eh? Rich, do you smell that?
What's that? What's that smell?
I was wondering what the Rock was cooking.
Oh!
So you could. So don't worry, the stream's nearly over. Don't worry, the stream's nearly over, people. You're done. So before the stream does end, let me just remind you that we are going to do a bonus show tonight. So usually the bonus show, the Dan Who Extra show, is only for channel members. We do it every single Thursday on the after show. Today's stream is obviously a Monday, but every single week for the last couple of months now, since I launched the new tier, we have been having a bonus show, which is just channel members only, all right? It's just channel members at the Dan Who Deluxe tier that can come on and be guests. But considering a lot of people don't even know what that show even looks like, because if you're not a channel member at that tier, you can't even see it. You don't even know what it looks like. I thought, considering everyone's going to be on a bit of a Marvel hype today, wanting to talk about these things, let's just open that show out for the world to see, just as a little bonus for today. So the after show today, the Dan Who Deluxe after show, is going to be public for everybody to watch and get involved in with the chat. But if you want to be on the show, you still got to be a Who Crew Deluxe member, okay? I appreciate yous. You know who you are. Let me scroll up and show you the links again. So again, thank you to everyone who super chatted today. But this is what it's all about. Upgrade your channel membership to the Who Crew Deluxe tier, and you can come on the show right now and talk about these reveals with us. Again, I hope to be doing a Legends and Liquor this weekend. Where's my graphics for that? So that's the inner circle. Let me close that. Let's throw up a Legends and Liquor. So yeah, Legends and Liquor. I'm thinking, I need to confirm it. So keep an eye on my community tab and on YouTube and Instagram. I will confirm. But I'm thinking of doing Legends and Liquor, the 4-year anniversary extravaganza. It's still a working title, people. But I'm thinking about doing that on Saturday the 20th. Saturday the 20th. That way I can drink all day, because I know I've got the next day off. And I can go late into the night. And Amanda can't moan because I'm spending Sunday with her instead. So she's still probably moan, but that's just women, isn't it? So it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So Rich, you won't be joining us for the after show, but I was very glad that you could join us right now. So, favorite reveal then, before we get out of here from today. Favorite top 3. Give us a top 3, Rich. Let's end up with a top 3. So there's only 6. So
Miss Marvel, Warbird, obviously. That's got to be like my favorite reveal. I like that Iron Fist though. That Iron Fist looks really good. So I'd say Iron Fist number 2. And then number 3, Wolverine, maybe.
Yeah, Astonishing Wolverine look good.
But honestly, to be fair, with all these, even though Scar probably won't pick up because I haven't got that much attachment to the character, none of them are like misses. Like even Scar, like if I saw it out and about, I probably would pick it up. But yeah, they all look really good for what they are. They seem to be like, there doesn't seem to be like any duds or fillers in this wave type of thing. So I'm happy so far. And I'm guessing if they've got like a Hulkbuster come in and then 3 more to reveal. So there's not many 2-packs though, because usually there's a lot of 2-packs.
Yes. So when they revealed the Luke Cage and Iron Fist 2-pack, Ryan did say there are more multi-packs. So he sort of said there wasn't many double multi-packs, because I think in his brain he was trying to remember what they were showing today, but he did double take and go, no, there are more multi-packs. So we've seen the 6 figures today. With only 1 multi-pack, which is Luke Cage and Iron Fist. The rest are single release. We've got the deluxe package in Scar, and then we've got the Rider's Wave Ghost Rider. And then we know we're going to get like the super deluxe, if you will probably be Hulkbuster. The same way that Super Adaptoid was probably the biggest figure of last year's summer program. So yeah. Hulkbuster will probably be that deluxe scale. And then there's 3 more items now, and we know there's going to be at least 1 more multi-pack in that. At least 1 more. It could be 2 more. It could be the 2-packs we were talking about. So we now know the theme is officially celebrating Marvel's 85 years. Last stream we were talking about how it could have potentially been Bring on the Bad Guys based off some of those rumored multi-packs. So we could still end up getting a multi-pack of
and technically, apart from I suppose superior Spider-Man, there's no villains revealed in this, is it? It's all good guys so far.
Exactly. So we're going to need some villains. So how about a 4-pack of Loki, Doctor Doom, Taskmaster, and who was the last one?
I Am Patriot.
Patriot.
Norman Osborn.
Yes.
See that, and that's I told you, like I said about the decades. Now that would fit into this, like different eras of villains.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would actually be a good pack.
Yeah. So I do think so. Yeah, no, one
the
of those
Cabal, the Cabal as well, isn't it? The Cabal,
yes,
so
for sure.
that fits as well.
Yeah, for sure. Codename Chief says it doesn't matter what you smell. That's true. It's another. We can do this all day. Comic Hulkbuster, purple shorts, Hulk 2-pack. Now, I don't think Hulkbuster, based on the packaging image. Again, we've got the image here of the packaging from Ryan Ting. Like, I don't think that's 2-pack packaging. And also, if it was, it would have someone else's name on it. So I don't think Hulkbuster comes packed with anybody else, as his name is front and center on the packaging. So the Hulkbuster is not 2-packed with anything. It is single-packed. And the box looks like it doesn't look as long as like a Ghost Rider pack, if you know what I mean. But it looks like it could be a little bit taller than your regular deluxe, if you know what I mean. Look, it looks chunky. It looks chunky. That's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with being chunky, all right? But I like it. So yeah, lots of potential here.
Jay in the chat is saying as well that pricing info is now a Marvelous News, and the Ghost Rider is $49.99, so pretty good. So I mean, that's a decent price for Rider's Wave. Much cheaper than the last Ghost Rider vehicle that everyone loved that they revealed it.
Yeah, let's have a quick look then before we wrap up. So these are the promo that I think, to be fair, I've been sent the same. I just didn't bother reading it. Wolverine. Wolverine is $24.99. Again, this is all US dollars, so add the UK premium tax on top of that. Superior Spider-Man is a little bit more. He is $29.99. I'm assuming because of the added legs and whatnot. It is more plastic. Iron Fist and Luke Cage will be your standard $49.99. It's a 2-pack. And then, surprisingly, Ghost Rider is that same. So even though it's not a 2-pack, it's $49.99, which I'm comfortable with. Again, pricing's down to the individual to make your mind up on the value. It's completely your call, your decision. But just collecting Legends for a long time, I feel comfortable paying £50 for a big, chunky box set. You try and buy that old Ghost Rider pack for £50 right now. You'd be spending 3 times the amount of that on a pack. So don't hesitate, all right? You may grumble at these prices, but when you try and backtrack on the aftermarket, you'll think these ain't so bad, okay? So there's Danny Ketch, $49.99. Son of Hulk will be £40, so that's your deluxe sort of price set. So Scar will be £40. Warbird is your standard single pack, $24.99. And again,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good price for that new body, because like Black Widow was more, wasn't it? It was like 27, I think.
Yeah, they did.
$24.99 is a good.
But they did throw loads of extra shit in with Black Widow, didn't they? To be fair, so
yeah.
And yeah, he says Target exclusive later this year. So again, no Targets for us in the UK. So I can safely assume that it will be available in the places you buy your Marvel Legends. But yeah, there you go. So that is it. So my favourite reveal, it might be the Luke Cage and Danny Rand 2-pack, just because they're too iconic. I love the street sort of. I love the Heroes for Hire. I love their dynamic, and they're both of the same era as well. Like they're an instant pair. Like it's a 2-pack that makes fucking sense. Like I love it. I love Janet Van Dyne, and we're gonna get. We should get that by the end of the week, right? That 2-pack with Wasp and Ant-Man. So I like 2-packs that make sense. The collector in me is very happy because forever and a day now, these 2-packs exists where you can instantly create a team or a pairing just by one purchase. Do you know, like you don't have to go chasing around, buying different things, having characters you don't want. You need to sell on. It's like no, instantly I can buy the Heroes for Hire in a 2-pack. I can get the married couple, Janet and Hank, together. Like keep it in this direction, Hasbro. Keep moving in this direction. This is very nice. I like what we see here. Honestly, nothing to complain about from my end. We'll finish off by closing the poll because I always forget. Over 250 votes. And only one person voted down for Hasbro Terrible Reveals, and that was probably me baiting it. So I apologise. Whoever you are, shame on you. Shame on you, because 63% say wow, fire reveals all in. 35% say nice, we'll pick and choose. But I think overall, the general consensus The general consensus is positive.
I just laugh at the Lady Mac. My favourite reveal is The Rock. Yeah.
Come on now, The Rock. There he is. Well, let's see. The Rock will see us out. There he is. Thank you, The Rock, for making an
It
appearance.
might not even be a rock, though. They might turn it over and there's something else. It could be like something completely different.
Who knows? Time will tell. Time will tell. So, as I said, we're going over to the bonus show. All right, so go and find the other thing, the other stream on my channel. All right, just go to Dan Who Reviews on YouTube, and this next stream will be a separate video to you to watch. Okay, so go and find the extra stream. You can all watch it, and I'm going to be inviting guests on so we can hear their thoughts. All right, so if you are channel members, come and tell us what you think about these reveals, because you've heard enough from me and Rich today. Rich, we appreciate you joining us straight after work. These reveals were so fresh to you. We got your live reaction. Tell the good people where they can find you online.
You can find me in work on a Monday, so no more live streams on a Monday, Hasbro. It's not good for me. But otherwise, you can find me on Instagram at displays1 or search in Hong Kong for new legends dropping. That's what I'll be.
It's working. It's working. I'm just saying, it's working. Take that, MCU collector. I do that as a joke. I do love Brian, MCU collector.
He's uploaded the Wasp and Ant-Man as we speak it out.
I can't. What can I do about that one? I can't do nothing on that one. Yeah, thank you everybody in the chat for getting involved as always. Genuinely, I think this is a step in a positive direction for Marvel Legends. Like the packaging even looked nicer. And I know that's a small detail, but again, these are collectibles. These are marketed of adult collectors, and I like what we see here. So bravo, more of the same. I hope the rest of the packs they reveal are of the same caliber. And yeah, I'm excited to see them. So we will see you on the next one, people. Thank you very much to Rich. And if you are joining me, start sending me those fresh DMs and I will send you the Zoom link so you can come and join me on the after show, all right? And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
And I am missing the after show, not because I'm busy. I just don't like any of it.
That's fair. That's fair. I will be reviewing this guy again. So maybe if I remember, I'll put it right there. So if you haven't seen the Superior Iron Man review, I'll put it right there. And then over there is Captain America. Go and check Cap out. Target exclusive. But there's no Targets in the UK. This isn't even